वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात् कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं अवत्। वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेणी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोऽतीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरननदी कैवर्तकः केशवः। आराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् ज्ञानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितम् लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः प्रीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् Number 69. You can read the Sangati Bhashyam. Yoyam laukiko vaitikascha
योऽयं लौकिको वैदिकश्च
vyavaharaha
व्यवहारः
saha utpanna viveka jnanastya sitaprajnasya avidya karyatvat avidya nivritto nivartate avidyayaha cha vidya virodhat nivrittihi iti एतम् अर्थं स्फुटीकुर्वन् आह या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः या निशा इति
या निशा
या निशा रात्रिः सर्वपदार्थानाम् अविवेककरी स्वभावत्वात् सर्वेषां भूतानां सर्वभूतानां किं तत् परमार्थतत्त्वं स्थितप्रज्ञस्य विषयः यथा नक्तञ्चराणाम्
यथा न
चराणाम्
अहह एव सत्
अहह एव सत्
अन्येषां निशा भवति
अन्येषां निशा भवति
तद्वत्
तद्वत्
नक्तञ्चरस्थानीयानाम्
तच्चरस्थानीयानाम्
अज्ञानां सर्वभूतानां
अज्ञानां सर्वभूतानां
निशा इव निशा
निशा इव निशा
परमार्थतत्त्वम्
परमार्थतत्त्वम्
गोचरत्वात् अतद्बुद्धीनाम्
अगोचरत्वात्
तस्यां परमार्थतत्त्वलक्षणायाम्
परमार्थतत्त्वलक्षणायाम्
अज्ञाननिद्रायाः प्रबुद्धः जागर्ति संयमी संयमवान्
प्रबुद्धः जागर्ति संयमी संयमवान्
जितेन्द्रियः योगी इत्यर्थः
जितेन्द्रियः योगी इत्यर्थः
यस्यां ग्राह्यग्राहकभेदलक्षणायाम् अविद्यानिद्रायाम् प्रसुप्तानि एव भूतानि जागृति इति उच्यते यस्यां निशायाम् प्रसुप्ताः इव स्वप्नदृशः सा निशा अविद्यारूपत्वात् परमार्थतत्त्वं पश्यतो मुनेः
अतः
कर्माणि अविद्या अवस्थायाम् एव चोद्यन्ते
कर्माणि अविद्यावस्थायाम् एव चोद्यन्ते
न विद्या अवस्थायाम्
न विद्यावस्थायाम्
यां हि सत्याम्
विद्यायाम्
उदिते सवितरी
उदिते सवितरी
शार्वरीम् इव तमः प्रणाशम् उपगच्छति अविद्या प्राग्विद्योत्पत्तेः अविद्या प्रमाणबुद्ध्या गृह्यमाना क्रियाकारकफलभेदरूपा सती सर्वकर्महेतुत्वं प्रतिपद्यते न अप्रमाणबुद्ध्या
न
अप्रमाणबुद्ध्या
गृह्यमाणायाः
गृह्यमाणायाः
कर्महेतुत्व उपपत्तिः
कर्महेतुत्व
कर्महेतुत्वोपपत्तिः
उत्पत्तिः
प्रमाणभूतेन वेदेन
प्रमाणभूतेन
प्रमाणभूतेन
वेदेन
वेदेन
मम चोदितं कर्तव्यं कर्म इति हि
मम
मम
चोदितं
चोदितं
कर्तव्यं कर्म
कर्तव्यं कर्म
इति
इति
कर्मणि कर्ता प्रवर्तते
कर्मणि
कर्मणि
कर्ता
कर्ता
प्रवर्तते
प्रवर्तते
न अविद्यामात्रम् इदं सर्वं निशा इव इति
न
न
अविद्यमात्रम्
अविद्यामात्रम्
इदं
इदं
सर्वं
सर्वं
निशा
निशा
इव
इव इति
इति
यस्य पुनः निशा इव
यस्य
यस्य
पुनः
पुनः
निशा इव
निशा इव
अविद्यामात्रम् इदं सर्वं
अविद्यामात्रम्
अविद्यामात्रम्
इदं
इदं
सर्वं
सर्वं
वेदजातम् इति
भेदजातम्
जातम्
इति
इति
ज्ञानं तस्य आत्मज्ञस्य
ज्ञानं
ज्ञानं
तस्य
तस्य
आत्मज्ञस्य
आत्मज्ञस्य
सर्वकर्मसन्न्यासे एव अधिकारः
सर्वकर्मसन्न्यास
सर्वकर्मसन्न्यास
एव
एव
अधिकारः
अधिकारः
न प्रवृत्तौ
न
न
प्रवृत्तौ
प्रवृत्तौ
तथा च दर्शयिष्यति
तथा
तथा
च
च
दर्शयिष्यति
दर्शयिष्यति
तद्बुद्धयस्तदात्मानः इत्यादिना
तद्बुद्धयस्तदात्मानः
तदुद्धयस्तदात्मानः
इत्यादिना
इत्यादिना
ज्ञाननिष्ठायाम् एव
ज्ञाननिष्ठायाम्
ज्ञाननिष्ठायाम् एव
एव
तस्य अधिकारः
तस्य
तस्य
अधिकारः
अधिकारः
तत्रापि
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 प्रवर्तक प्रमाण अभावे
प्रवर्तक
प्रवर्तकप्रमाण
प्रमाण
अभावे
अभावे
प्रवृत्ति अनुपपत्तिः इति चेत्
प्रवृत्ति
प्रवृत्तिः
अनुपपत्तिः इति
अनुपपत्तिः
चेत्
इति चेत्
न
न
न
स्वात्मविषयत्वात्
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 आत्मज्ञानस्य
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 up to this we have seen the meaning of the mantra, the shloka and the bhashyam up to this. So the shloka says that for jnani this Dvaita Prapancha is Nitya. Therefore, the Vyavahara is not there for Jnani. Dvaita Prapancha being Nitya, and Dvaitam involves Vyavahara, the actions, and the Jnani, since he has Jnanam, what Jnanam? This Advaita Jnanam. Therefore, there is no karta, there is no kartrutvam, therefore no karta, no bhokta, no karma, therefore no vyavahara. Therefore only Shastram also doesn't prescribe any vyavahara, any action for that jnani. Then for whom these actions are prescribed, vigitam by the Shastram, it is only for the ajnani. It is for the ajnani who are in the spell of ajnanam. For them only Shastram prescribes karma. Why? Because for them this Dvaita Prapancha is Satyam. They have Kartrutvam, they have Bhoktrutvam, and Dvaitam is Satyam. Therefore Shastram prescribes karma for them. In the wake of avidya, in the wake of vidya, avidya goes away. when avidya goes away, then vyavahara also goes away. Therefore, Shastra cannot prescribe any karma for a jnani. Since karma involves all the factors of action which are real for an ajnani. For a jnani, it is not real. So, therefore, what becomes a hetu for karma is this notion of duality. Since these ajnanis have this notion, therefore karma is prescribed for them. When everything is understood as mithya, then the Jagat is not different from myself. The division is not there. Subject-object division is not there. Kartrutvam not there. Bhoktrutvam not there. Therefore, what could be the cause or what could be the motivating thing for a person to do karma? Therefore, no karma for a jnani. So, karma are prescribed kartavyam iti by the shastram. Therefore, it is a pramana only for a jnani. Therefore, pramana bhutena vedena iti. Because only these ajnanis are interested in karma pala, karma pala. Therefore, Veda becomes a pramanam. Therefore, pravartaka pramanam. Veda becomes a pravartaka. Veda becomes a pravartaka pramanam for the people who are in ajnanam, who have ajnanam. So, therefore, now this pramana pravritti, the pravartaka pramanam, that is the Shruti ordering, the vidhi, the injunction for doing karma is only for ajnani. Whereas for jnani, no karmas are prescribed. Why? Because he doesn't do karma at all. He doesn't do karma. Since he doesn't have kartrutvam, therefore no karma. How can he do karma? When a person cannot do karma, how can the shastram can enjoin karma, enjoin vigitam karma? Not possible. When a person is not able to see, when a person is blind, how can someone as a person to identify the color of the cow? Not possible. When the person is blind, he cannot see. So, the chakshu pramanam cannot operate, and therefore the color of the cow cannot be known. The person is blind. And asking the person to tell the color of the cow is not proper. It is invalid. Is a pramana pravritti. That pratyaksha, the chakshu pramanam is not valid for the blind person. Whereas for a person who have good vision, eyesight, only that person only, this pramanam is valid. So, that is the discussion now. Now here the Purva Pakshi, he raises an objection saying that Tatrapi pravartaka pramana abhave pravritti anupapattihi iti chet. Tatrapi means with reference to this jnana nishta. Not jnana nishta for a jnani. This jnana nishta is the understanding that sarvam kalu idam brahma. Everything is Brahma, Ishvara. There is nothing other than Ishvara. And that Ishvara, that is me. So there is no difference between me and the Jagat. There is no difference between the difference between the me as a karta and other things as the other karakas, karma, karana iti. all the karakas, they resolve for that person. So, therefore, there is no karma. Because there is no karma, therefore he gives up all the karma. That is sarva karma sannyasa. Sarva karma sannyasa by jnanam. Jnanena, all this karma drops for that person. Now, for this person, the jnani, the Shruti doesn't prescribe sarva karma sannyasa. Doesn't prescribe. Shruti doesn't tell you give up all the karma. You don't do all the karma. Iti Shruti doesn't tell. Without the permission of Shruti, the Shastram, he cannot give up the karma. The karma, whatever he has been doing. Now, without the Shruti injunction, he cannot give up. So, whatever karma he was doing, Sandhya Vandanadi, the Agnihotradi karma he was doing, how can he give up the karma? Because he has taken the permission to do the karma, being Nitya karma, he has taken the permission from the Shruti to do the karma. Now, where is this Shruti's permission, or Shruti's injunction to give up karma? Therefore, tatrapi jnana nishta yam vishaye pravartaka pramana abhave pravritti anupapattihi iti chet. With reference to jnana nishta, since there is pravartaka pramana, it's not there. Abhave, there is no pravartaka pramana. Since abhave is absence. Because of the absence of the Shruti injunction with regard to jnana nishta is sarva karma sannyasa. Therefore, pravritti anupapattihi, that is, pravritti jnana nishta is not tenable. It means Purva Pakshi's interest is to bring in, to establish the jnana karma samuchaya. Karma should not be given up. Karma should not be given up. That is what he wanted to say. That doesn't say directly. He doesn't say directly. He will come about in a roundabout way. If you give us little way, then he will try to establish a siddhanta, jnana karma samuchaya. So we have to be careful whenever the Purva Pakshi comes with the argument, even though the argument may not be a serious argument, but he can make it serious by slowly developing the argument, if possible. So here, pravartaka pramana abhave iti, when he says, it means indirectly what he wants to say is this jnana karma samuchaya, he will bring in. Being a jnani, he has to continue to do karma. Then there is samuchayam. There is the coexistence of both jnana and karma. And karma also is required for moksha. Iti, he will try to establish. So therefore, he says. So, now the Vashyakara simply says, no, that is not correct. That is not correct. All the actions in this are prescribed by Shastra only for Ajnani. Because for them, this Dvaita Jnanam is valid. This Dvaita Jnanam becomes a cause for all the Vyavahara. Since I take myself to be a Karta and the Dvaita Prapancham being real, therefore other Karakas walk in and they become the cause for the action. So, and Vedas being a Pramana, it also prescribes karma for the Nitya karma and karma, other karmas, Nitya Nimittikadi karmas, and karmas which are to be followed, hitam, iti. So therefore, I will go by the injunction of the Shastram. But when I become a Jnani, when this avidya is removed by Jnanam, then the whole prapancha which I took it as real because of avidya, adhyasa. Now it has gone. Now I look upon the prapancha as Ishvara. As Ishvara. So therefore the world really doesn't enjoy the reality for me. It becomes mithya. When it becomes mithya, then the division of subject object, karma karta, the division of karma and karma palam, everything become mithya. Brahma alone is satyam, agam satyam. This jagat is mithya. So therefore, this understanding, to remain in this understanding, that is in jnana nishtha, for that, what karma is required? To remain in this understanding, what karma is required? All the karma culminate in this understanding and they stop. All the karma. Why? Because through all the pursuit, dharmartha kama pursuit, to the prayers, what I have been seeking is this knowledge about myself. Now this knowledge, it has become a conviction. It has become a conviction in me. Now I have to remain in this understanding. It has become a conviction and remaining in that understanding. That is called sarvakarma sannyasa. That is called jnana nishtha. When that in jnana nishtha, what happens? All the karma naturally drops. And that is moksha. So, therefore, if this, when this understanding, when this conviction comes, what will be the approach of me towards this prapancha, toward this world, and towards karma? I no more look upon myself as a karta. Therefore, I am not bound by any pramana. When I am not a karta, I am not a pramata. And there is no pramanam. And there is no prameyam. So, pramana, pramatra, prameya, this Triputi Veda, the Veda itself is not there because of Abheda Drishti, Advaita Drishti. To be a karta, what should be there? I should undergo modification. One has to undergo modification. Since I am akarta, I cannot modify to become akarta because agam akarta, akriyaha, avyayaha, atma. When this understanding is there, as it is, we have seen the shloka, yayenam vetti hantaram, yaschainam manyate hatam, ubauto na vijanitaha, nayam hanti na hanyate, na jagyate mriyate va kadachit, nayam bhutva bhavita bhana bhuyaha iti. In all these shlokas, this akartrutvam, this atma is avikriyaha iti, this swarupam of atma is mentioned. When I understand agam avikriyaha atma, I cannot undergo any change to become a karta. Therefore, there is no sadhanam required. There are no means for him to accomplish any end because I have accomplished the end, that is the moksha. And moksha already it is accomplished. Then what is the utility of all this? The karma. So, what is required is to abide in this knowledge, to remain in this understanding. So, therefore, since karma is not a means for moksha, agam already free, that freedom is siddha for me because of this jnanam. And therefore, there is no pravritti towards any action. So therefore, when that is not there, then how can Shruti enjoin karma for me? So Shruti can enjoy karma even only for the adhikari. Adhikari is who has ajnanam. Ajnanam, for ajnanis are only the adhikari for doing the karma. Whereas for ajnani, he has got no adhikara in doing karma because that that is dropped. Since the very karma is dropped from the person, how can the Shruti become a pravartaka pramana for 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 impelling him to do karma? That is not possible. Therefore, the Purva Pakshi, what he said, this pravritti anupapattiki, untenability of the pursuit of this jnananishtam, not prescribed by the Shastram, Shruti, that is Sarvakarma Sannyasa, not prescribed by the Shastram, it is not valid, it is not correct. Bhashyakara says, nah. Why it is not correct? Because Swatma Vishagatvat Atma Jnanasya. This Jnanam, the knowledge is about myself, self-knowledge. It is about myself. Since it is about myself, therefore, there is no need for a pravartaka as a pravartaka pramana to persuade myself into this knowledge, which is about myself. So the person who has this knowledge, this self-knowledge, Atma Jnanam. And Atma Jnanam, this Atma is myself, the knowledge with regard to that is about myself. Therefore, naturally he will remain in that knowledge. You don't need any injunction from the Shruti. So, now, what you say is not correct. That person, the Jnani, doesn't need any pravartaka pramanam, doesn't need any injunction from the Shastra. Why? Because Swatma Vishayatvat. Because the knowledge, Swatma Vishayatvat Atma Jnanasya. The knowledge of Atma is about Atma, it's oneself. So, the Jnana Nishta is natural for that person. It doesn't require the persuasion of the Shruti. Shruti doesn't have to persuade because to be with yourself, what effort it requires, what injunction is required. If you want to become someone, you need some injunction. To become someone only, we do karma. I am poor now, I want to become rich, so I do karma to become rich. I am bachelor, not married, want to develop a family, therefore I get married and follow the karma prescribed by the Shastram. So, therefore, to become something, you have to do karma. To be with yourself, what karma is required? Effort is required. Karma is required. All the vyavaharas they walk in only when you want to become someone. When you are or when you want to be with yourself. For that, what karma is required? That doesn't require any karma because it involves knowledge. So, Atmanishta, Brahmanishta doesn't require any pravartaka pramana because it is about myself, oneself. So, since here the jnanam, the knowledge is regarding oneself, the Atma, therefore, the pravartaka pramana, any persuading means, that is, Shastra as a persuading means is not required for jnananishta. If it is karma or upasana by which you gain some things, going to Sargaloka, that is pravartaka. For that, you have to do karma. Going to Sargaloka or doing upasana so that you become the Prajapati. All these involve karma. The pravartaka pramanam is required. Whereas, with reference to this jnananishta, to abide in this jnanam, no persuading means of knowledge is required because the knowledge is about myself. Only when you want to work, you have to come out from the home. When there is complete lockdown, you remain in home. What karma is required to remain in home? No karma is required. That is what it is here. When there is no work outside, you also don't have work. So be at home. No karma is required. Only when lockdown is released, then only you can come out from home and do karma. So, therefore, here also the same thing. So, nahi iti na swatma vishayatvat atma jnanasya. Then the next, this is the Sangraha Vakya. Bhashyakara further explains. He elaborates his Vakyam. We will read the next one. Nahi atmanaha
Nahi
Nahi
atmanah
atmanah
swatmani
Svatmani
Atmani
pravartaka pramana apekshata
Pravartaka
Pravartaka
Pramana
Pramana
Apekshata
Apekshata
atmatvat eva
Atmatvat
Atmatvat
Eva
Eva
tadantatvacha
Tadantatvat Cha
Tadantatvacha
sarva pramananam pramanatvasya
Sarva
Sarva
Pramananam
Pramananam
Pramanatvasya
Pramanatvasya.
that is atmanah swatmani pravartaka pramana apekshata asti na asti na should be connected to asti nasti, that is pravartaka pramana apekshata nasti. Apekshata is expectancy, apeksha expectation. Pravartaka pramana apekshata. So the status of being the pravartaka pramana, the persuading means of knowledge, not there for the Shruti. Pravartaka pramana apekshata nasti. Na, na, na asti nasti. Why? He is yasmat. Na he, that he is yasmat. Bhashyakara explains why it is. The reason is, says, because atmanaha for oneself, if it is regard to oneself, there is no expectancy of the persuading means of knowledge. Why? Atmatvat eva, because it is myself. Because it is myself. So, because it is myself, therefore, pravartaka pramana apekshata nasti. Pravartaka pramana apekshata will be there only when you have avidya drishti. Only when you have avidya drishti, the wrong understanding, then only the pravartaka pramana. Only when you have viparita darshanam, then only you have pravartaka pramana. Only when you see the rope as a snake, then only you will run away or you beat that snake as though that's not a snake, it's a rope. You beat as though thinking it is real. But when you see the rope as the real rope, there is no viparita drishti. Then why should you run away or why should you beat the rope? No action is involved. So, when you don't understand the reality, the Paramata Tattvam as it is, that is when there is wrong understanding, there only this, even in Lokika, there is Vyavahara, there is action. When you have the right understanding, when Jnana Drishti is there, when Vidya Drishti is there, then where are the Vyapara, where are the action? So, Avidya is the nimitta for any pravritti. When Vidya is there, there is no pravritti. Pravritti means that be a pravartaka pramana. So, avidya avasthayam eva pravartaka pramanam. Nato vidya avasthayam, Bhashyakara said before. So, therefore, swatmani pravartaka pramana apekshata nasti. Swatmani pravartaka pramana nasti. Therefore, there is no expectancy for pravartaka pramana, that is to motivate the person to remain with oneself, because it is swatma, it is atma vishaya, because it is atmatvat, it is atmatvat. So therefore the subject matter is being himself. Therefore, what is the nishta? Nishta is about himself, myself. It doesn't require any means of knowledge to persuade, to persuade me to remain in nishta. So therefore it is not possible for a jnani. Only when I consider to be a knower, a pramata, then only the pramanam is pramanam, that pramanam will have the status of pramatritvam. Only when I consider to be a pramata. The pramatritvam of the shastram is valid only when I consider myself to be a pramata, a knower, a seer, a hearer. Now, when I am not a pramata anymore, there is no pramata prameya transaction. The pramata prameya transaction based on adhyasa, based on avidya. Adhyasa based avidya. When that is gone, then where is the pramana vyavahara? Therefore, there is no pramana prameya vyavahara. It is not there. It is it is dismissed. Shastra that it stops to be being a pramana. Shastra as a parama, not for the jnani. It is only for the jnani. After the jnanam is attained, the shastram also has to be, is also, it's no more valid. It's no more valid for the person. Shastram as a pramanam valid only as long as the jnanam has not taken place. The jnanam has taken place, the pramanam also becomes mithya. Shastra is no more a pramanam for a person who has understood himself to be this Advaita Atma. Because he is not a pramata. Only when he is a pramata, then only pramanam is required. Therefore, the pramanam and the pramanam has validity only when he is a pramata. When pramatritvam is not there for the person, then where is pramanam? So therefore, because he is not a pramata, the pramanam becomes invalid. So, therefore, Shruti cannot become a pravartaka pramana, it becomes a apramanam. Shruti cannot advise anymore this person, cannot enjoin any vidhi, any karma for this person. Therefore, pravartaka pramana apekshata nasti. The expectancy of the Veda being a pravartaka pramana is not possible for a jnani. Because all the pravartaka, the statements, vakyas of the Shruti, they culminate in the understanding that Agam Brahma Asmi. Agaraga Sandhyam Upasita, Agnihotram Juguyat, all these are Pravartaka Vakyas. These Pravartaka Pramana Vakyas are valid as long as the person engages in karma because of Adhyasa Avidya. Now, this becomes invalid for the person who have reached the end. That is, this understanding that Agam Brahma Asmi. Therefore, the pramana status of pramana is not there for this person. Therefore, it loses its pramanatvam. Pramatritvam not there. Therefore, Shastram also uses the status of being a pramanatvam. Therefore, sarva pramananam pramanatvasya tadantatvacha. Sarva pramananam, all the means of knowledge, pramanatvasya tadantatvacha, because of the status of being the means of knowledge, and because of the status of being the means of knowledge, and ending in that. Tadantatvat. Tadantatvat means tat atma. Tat atma. Tat atma. Saha atma. Saha atma, that is apramatra atma. This tat atmatvam tadantasya bhavaha. Tat atmatvam tadantasya bhavaha tasmat. That is that for which atma is the anta, the culmination point. So the status of being the means of knowledge. Tadantatvam. Tat referring the tat anta is tat is atma. Atma is the anta. Atma is the that atmatvam is the anta. So tat atma tadanta tadantasya bhavaha. So tat tadantam tadantatvat tadantatvam tasmat. Tadantatvam tasmat. Tadantatvam is tat is atma. Atma is the anta, the end. Tadantatvam, the status of being the means of knowledge, that is ending in atma, that is a culmination point. Tadantam, tasya bhavaha, tadantasya bhavaha, tadantatvat, tasmat. So all the means of sarva pramanana, pramanatvasya, all the means of knowledge enjoy the status of being the means of knowledge, and they end with that understanding of atma. That is, they end in atma. The final culmination point is atma. So all the means of knowledge, sarva pramananam, all the means of knowledge, pramanatvasya, the status of being a pramanam, it enjoys, and that end in atma. Atma, that understanding, is the final destination of all the pramanas. That is the meaning. Sarva pramananam pramanatvasya tadantatvacha. All the means of knowledge enjoy the status of being a pramanam. Sarva pramananam sarva pramanatvasya, for that pramanam, tadantatvacha. They culminate, they end in that understanding. What understanding? That atma. Understanding that aham brahma asmi, in that understanding it culminates. So therefore in that understanding all the pramana culminate. So after that pramana is no more valid. So pramana has validity only when pramanam, when I is as a pramatra, and prameya vishaya is there, which is different from me, and pramanam has to be there. As then only pramanam, pramatra, prameya, vishaya, the difference is there, the Veda is there, then only pramana has validity. Pramana has validity, and the pramanam will become invalid when this understanding takes place. When this understanding culminates in atma, then that pramanam becomes invalid. Therefore, pramanatvasya sarva pramananam pramanatvasya tadantatvacha iti. That is a hetu. Vashikara gives a hetu why it is not pravartaka pramana anymore. Anymore means that jnananishta, with reference to jnananishta, this shastram is not a pravartaka pramana. It loses its validity. It loses its pramanatvam iti. Now, continuing the next line. Kashakara further explains. Nahi
Nahi
Atma Swarupa Adhigame Sati
Atmaswarupa Adhigame
Adhigame
Sati
Sati
Punaha Pramana Prameya Vyavaharaha Sambhavati.
Punaha
Punaha
Pramana
Pramana
Prameya
Prameya
Vyavaharaha
Vyavaharaha
Sambhavati.
Sambhavati.
Sambhavati, na sambhavati. Na should be connected to the Kriya Padam. Na sambhavati. Kaha na sambhavati? This Pramana Prameya Vyavaharaha na sambhavati. He Atma Swarupa Adhigame Sati. Sati Saptami. when there is the understanding of Atma Swarupa, the nature of Atma, Pramana Prameya, Punaha again, Pramana Prameya Vivahara, na sambhavati, Atma Swarupa Adhigame Sati, when the knowledge about Atma, about oneself is gained or understood, then Pramana Prameya Vyavahara, the transaction of the Pramana, the means of knowledge, and Prameya, the object of knowledge, na sambhavati. There is no transaction between Pramana Prameya. Why? Because Pramatra is not there. Only when Pramatra is there, Pramanam will walk in, Prameyam will walk in. So Pramana and Prameya, Vyavahara, na sambhavati, because they are Mithya. They are Mithya. Since there is no division, there is no Pramatra, Pramana, Prameya division. Therefore, Vyavahara, Pramana, Prameya, the Vyavahara, the transaction, na sambhavati. It is Mithya for this person. Therefore, Pramanam ceases to be a Pramanam, and therefore there is no Prameyam also. Iti. Pramatritvam hi
Pramatritvam hi
Atmanaha nirvartayati
Atmanah
nirvartayati
nirvartayati
Antyam Pramanam.
Antyam pramanam
Antyam Pramanam. Antyam Pramanam is the last Pramanam, the final Pramanam, the final means of knowledge. What is the final means of knowledge? This Vedanta, Jnana Kanda, the Vedanta Vakyas. Antyam Pramanam Nirvartayati. Nirvartayati means dismisses, removes. But first you have to take Kriya Padam. Nirvartayati. Kim Nirvartayati? What dismisses, what removes? This Antya Pramanam removes. Antya Pramanam removes. Antya Pramanam Nirvartayati. Antya Pramanam is one. It is a subject, the sentence. Antyam Pramanam, it means Vedanta Pramanam, Upanishad Pramanam, Paravidya. Paravidya Nirvartayati. It removes. What does it remove? Atmanaha Pramatritvam. Atmanaha Pramatritvam. The status of being a knower. Pramatritvam is knowership. Knowership means you have to bring all the ships. Doership, seer, hearer, walker, thinker, all. This Karta, Katra Abhimana, Karta Abhimanatvam, that is Pramatritvam, Atmanaha Pramatritvam, is Nirvartayati. It removes. This Antya Pramanam removes. I was thinking myself to be a seer. Now I am no more a seer, no more a hearer. I was thinking to be a Pramata. Now I am not a Pramata. Pramatritvam is removed by this. That is why it's Veda Anta. Veda Anta. After Veda Anta, there is nothing. There it stops. Because what is to be achieved is achieved. Culmination point. So, Vedanta, in terms of knowledge, there it stops. There is nothing to be gained further. So, all the Vyavahara stops in the wake of this knowledge, and knowledge revealed by this Antya Pramanam, Vedanta Pramanam. Therefore, Pramatritvam Nirvartayati. Atmanaha. The Pramatritvam which is attributed, which is superimposed on the Atma. Nirvartayati dismisses. What dismisses? This Jnanam unfolded by the Upanishad dismisses. The knowership is also a mistake. It is also an error. So that is dismissed. When knowership is dismissed, and Pramanam also culminates with that understanding. Iti. That is the meaning. Then continuing. Nirvartayat eva cha
Nivartayati eva cha
apramani bhavati
Apramani
Apramani
bhavati
bhavati
swapnakala pramanam iva prabodhe.
Swapnakala
Swapnakala
pramanam
pramanamiva
iva
prabodhe.
prabodhe
Prabodhate.
Prabodhe. So Antyam pramanam pramatratvam nirvartayati. Yes, then what happens to that? Then what happens? That is, when dismissing the pramatratvam, the means of knowledge, that is, even the Veda, this pramanam, this Shruti pramanam, it becomes apramani bhavati. That which was pramanam, it is not a pramanam. So pramani bhavati is one word, chi pratyaya. That which was pramanam, which was valid, becomes invalid. It means it loses the status of being a means of knowledge. It is no more effective. It is no more valid because the pramatritvam itself is destroyed. Then pramana also is destroyed. Destroyed means it becomes ineffective. It becomes ineffective. So when the pramanam invalidate the pramatritvam, pramanam also becomes invalid. And through pramanam only the pramatritvam is invalidated. When pramatritvam is invalidated by the pramatritvam, that being a no, that is status of being a knower is invalidated by the pramanam, pramana also becomes invalid. It is destroying pramatritvam and itself also gets destroyed. Like that. So for a pramana to be valid, it depends on the pramatra. When pramatra is not there, pramanam also becomes invalid. Bhashyakara gives an example. Swapnakala pramanam iva prabodhe. Like the dreams, like the means of knowledge which are available in the dream. Swapnakala pramanam. Swapnakala, the means of pramanam which were available in the dream. Prabodhe, when you wake up, can you use those means of knowledge in the waking world, the Jagrata Avastha, to understand, to gain things? No. It is Swapnakala Pramanam. It is Swapnakala Pramanam. It is no more a Pramanam in the Jagrata Avastha. So, therefore, it becomes Apramani Bhavati. Iti. Then, next line. Loke cha
Loke cha
Loke cha
Vastu Adigame
vastu adigame
प्रवृत्ति हेतुत्वात् दर्शनात्
pravritti
pravritti
hetutvat
hetutvat darshanat
प्रमाणस्य
pramanasya
लोके च also in the word vastu adigame in understanding a vastu, an object. Can you all hear me? Is my voice clear?
Yes, Sharanji.
Okay.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, ji.
So vastu adigame, in understanding the vastu, an object, a thing in the world, lokecha in the world with regard to understanding of a thing. Pravritti hetutvat adarshanath. Okay. Pravritti hetutva, I don't know what I read. Pravritti hetutva adarshanath pramanasya. Okay. Pravritti hetutva adarshanath. I think I read wrongly. Please correct that. Lokecha vastu adigame pravritti hetutva adarshanath pramanasya iti. Okay. It is darshanath, adarshanath hetutva. Lokecha in the world, vastu adigame in understanding, in knowing a thing. The pramanasya, the means of knowledge. The means of knowledge, pravritti hetutva adarshanath. It is not adarshanath because it is not seen to be the cause for pravritti. It is not seen to be the cause for pravritti. That is, this pramanam is not a pravartaka. Even in the world, Even in the world, because previously Vedas were talked about, in the Vedas, pramana is not a pravartaka. Even in the world also, it is not a pravartaka. Even in the world also, it is not a pravartaka. That is, the pramana is the pramanam. The pramanam is not a pravartaka. It's not a pravartaka. Lokecha vastu adhigame. With regard to the knowledge of the thing in the loka, pravritti hetutva adarshanat, because it is not seen as a status for action. For what? From pramanasya. So, pramana really not causes any activity. For that is, pramana doesn't really cause any activity. Then what causes activity? Your desire alone causes. Your desire alone causes to do action. Shastra doesn't have any intention to make you do karma. Your desire, because of your desire only, you do karma. All the karma, all the actions are desire prompted. Shastra doesn't force to have desire and do karma. You have desire, therefore that is pramana vyapara. When you have desire, then pramana comes for help. So, even in the vyavahara, in the loka vishaya also, pramana is not a pravartaka. And what to talk about in the Veda vishaya, pramana doesn't ask you to do anything. It is not a pravartaka. It is not a, it cannot be a pravartaka. So, pramanam in the form of Veda Vakya or in the Lokika, the Pratyaksha is never a pravartaka. And what is pravartaka? That is not given, you have to supply. What is pravartaka is one's own desire, one's own the desire or the ambition, that becomes a pravartaka for any vyavahara. Shastram doesn't ask you to do any vyavahara. That Shastram doesn't ask you to do any action. You do action because you have desire. So whether it is for a jnani or a jnani, for both, Shastram is not a pravartaka. It's not a pravartaka at all. So that's why Bhashakara says, pravritti hetutva adarsanat pramanasya vastu adhigame. Vastu adhigame, in knowing the things of the world, there is adarsanat. There is no, there is not seen. There is not seen what? Pravritti hetu. It is not seen. Pravritti hetu, the cause for doing the pravritti is not seen for the pramana. It means pramana doesn't make you do the pravritti, doesn't make you to do action. What makes us to do action is only the ichcha, the desire. Because of desire only, the person does action. All these indriyas are there. Indriyas have got indriya vishaya, and the mind has got the desire to accomplish things. Therefore, it involves in action. And what does the pramana do? Pramana, it doesn't activate the person to do karma. Pramana does the job of informing the person who desires to be known, who desires to know. Pramana, what job it does is, it informs the pramata by providing information. It is the information provider. But information is sought by whom? By the pramata. So, what prompts the pramata to do action is not the pramana, it is his own desires, raga, dvesha, all these things makes him prompt to do action. This is with regard to not only the Vaidika Vishya, this is very well seen in the Laukika Vishya also. Therefore, Lokecha Vastu Adhigame. Only when you have desire to know, Vastu Adhigama, desire to know an object. Only when you have desire to know an object, then there pramana comes for help. When you don't have the desire, not motivated by desire, you will not engage in any action, and therefore you will not use pramanam also. So pramanam is only a tool. It is only a tool you use for understanding, for knowing things. How can it be a pravartaka? Therefore, adarshanat, because it is not seen as a hetu for pravritti, what this pramana in the lokature, even in the world. Therefore, pramana cannot be a pravartaka. Iti Bhashikara says, pramana can never be a pravartaka. The word pramanam itself is means of knowledge. Means of knowledge. If pramata wants to know, the means of knowledge are available for helping him. How can it be a pravartaka? It is not. So pramartha, this pramanam really cannot cause any pravritti in the person. That is the vakyartha. Then the next line. Tasmat
Tasmat
na atmavidah karmani adhikarah iti siddham.
na
आत्मविदः
karmani
कर्माणि अधिकारः
adhikarah
इति
iti
सिद्धम्.
siddham.
In the previous sentence, the desire and all, it is not there. We have to supply, we have to understand. The sentence meaning of the Vakya is Pramanasya pravritti hetutva darshanat. That is the hetu. Pramanasya pravritti hetutva adarshanath. That is the hetu. Hetu for pramana not being a pramana pravartaka. Even with regard to the vastu adhigama, the understanding of the objects of the world. And what to talk of the Veda Vishaya. So then if pramana is not the pravritti, then what is that pramana? Pramana is just only a tool available for the pramata to know objects. But to know objects or to gain objects, you must have desire for it. Desire to know, desire to gain, therefore desire to do. So pravritti hetu is ichcha. Ichcha only is a pravritti hetu. That we have to supply, we have to understand. Now in this sentence, tasmat na atmidah karmani adhikarah iti siddham. Finally Bhashikara concludes. Therefore, tasmat is therefore, atmavidah, atmanam veti iti atmavit, atmavidah, the knower of atma, atmavidah, brahmavidah, for him, the adhikara, where does this adhikara lie? Karmani adhikaraha, na should be supplied. Na should be connected, not supplied. It is there. Tasmat na atmavidah. Atmavidah karmani adhikaraha na nasti iti siddham. Na asti. What is na asti? Nasti adhikaraha. Adhikaraha is the eligibility. The eligibility adhikaraha nasti. In what? Karmani. In doing an action, with reference to action. With reference to action, karmani here it is Vishya Saptami. Karmani, with reference to the action, karmani adhikaraha nasti. Kasya atmavidaha. For the knower of atma, atmavidaha, karmani adhikaraha nasti iti siddham. This is established. There is no adhikaritvam for atmavidaha with reference to action. Therefore, can jnanam and karma can be combined, can be combined, and can combination become the means for moksha? No. In fact, when jnanam happens, karma is not there. There is only a semblance of karma, if at all the person does karma. Therefore, jnana karma samuchaya is not possible. The jnani doesn't have to do karma. He doesn't do karma and therefore doesn't have to do karma to gain moksha. Already is muktaha. Because of jnanam only, this karma has dropped from the person. He doesn't have kartaritvam. When he doesn't have kartarutvam, how can karma also join with jnanam to give moksha? Therefore, jnana karma samuchaya as the sadhanam for moksha is not correct. Iti siddham means jnane eva tasya adhikaraha natu karmani adhikaraha. This is atmavidaha. Anatmavidaha karmani eva adhikaraha. For anatmavidaha, that is the one who doesn't know Atma. For the knower of Anatma, it means for the one who doesn't know Atma. There is no knower of Anatma. Anatma is everybody knows. Everybody knows only Anatma only. For the one who doesn't know Atma, for him, karmani eva adhikaraha. He cannot give up karma. Even he cannot choose to give up karma. He will naturally get involved in doing karma. Therefore, कर्मणि अधिकारः नास्ति, ज्ञाननिष्ठायाम् एव अधिकारः अस्ति. कस्य? आत्मविदः. For this आत्मविदः, he has got eligibility only in jnana-nishtha, not in karma. It is not possible. Therefore, sarva karma sannyasa is natural for this person. Sarva karma sannyasa is natural and therefore it doesn't require pravartaka pramana. Iti siddham. With that, the bhashyam to this shloka is completed. It's a long bhashyam. Next shloka, we will see that in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद शरण जी.
धन्यवाद
शरण जी.
धन्यवाद
गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद. धन्यवाद भजी.